finding your micro niche when you have absolutely no idea of what to do. So finding your micro niche, as we spoke about in the last video, was finding out who you help and what you help them with. So what service do you provide for who? So what service do you provide? You're going to make a huge list of your skills, interests, and struggles. All your skills, interests, and struggles. Don't leave anything out. The thing that you leave out could be the most important thing if you don't think it's of high value. Something that you think is of low value could actually be of high value to you. To understand that, I've made another video about origami. So you have a list of your skills, interests, and strengths. How do you, to make this list definitive, you walk around where you live, you go to every room, look at everything in every room and write it down. That book that you've lost behind the bookshelf could be your key to success. So skills, interests, struggles. Struggles is if you or someone close to you has overcome some type of big problem. People often think, oh, I've overcome a problem, I want to leave that behind me. Think long and hard before you say you want to leave that behind you, because it may have taken you months or years to solve that big problem, and there's somebody now in Brisbane, or a lot of people, that are just starting on their journey to solve that problem, and you could be really helpful to them. So a lot of people, when they have a problem, oh, I'm glad that's over, I never want to go back there again. But make sure that you don't dismiss it, because you could be really helpful to somebody who needs it. So the what side is skills, interests, and struggles, and the other side is the who side. Who are you going to help? We can use two big buckets to answer this question. They come from the marketing world. One is called demographics, the other one is called psychographics. Demographics is somebody's age, gender, income. You can look up demographics online. There's all types of, there's about 7 or 8 types of people you can help under demographics. And the other one is psychographics. This is a bit more interesting. This is more to do with the psychology of people, to do with their belief and lifestyle. And a good example of this is Red Bull, the energy drink. They target, excuse me, they target thrill seekers. So that's a lifestyle thing. You could target people with a certain belief, for example, a religion or spirituality. So they're the big lists of who, which is psychographics and demographics. So I take me as an example. I have on the front page of my website 5 things. Brisbane, can I remember? Brisbane Gen X creative introverts with a Bachelor of Arts degree. So I've gone very small on 5, because that's who I am. I'm a part of all those 5 things, so I can easily relate to those people, because remember, we want to go as small as possible. And I'm starting off again in a way, because I used to do this a long time ago, and I'm sort of restarting this thing I'm doing here. So I'm going as tight as I can possibly go. So that's who I target. And what I target is, I only have one service on my website, which is helping people find their niche. I sit with people for an hour or two in Brisbane, in the city, and I only offer this one service because I've realized how important step 1 is. Step 1 is find your micro niche, then 2 is content, and 3 is talk to people. That's my 3-step process. And really, if you nail the step 1, which is your micro niche, everything else becomes a lot easier. So that's why I just offer that one service. So there you are, the nitty gritty, the how to start when you have no idea. So really nail down that who and the what. And you can actually go deeper than that. You can actually go into how. So for example, if you were to make resumes for fashionistas, which is the example we used in the last video, you can even go deeper into more of a micro niche by saying how you make the resumes. So for example, if you work 9 to 5 and you want to do a side project as a micro niche, you could say to people, how you make them is you only work on weekends or after hours, because you have that full-time job. So that can be a further niche, because you could research all the careers coaches in your city and find that all of them work 9 to 5, none work on Saturday or Sunday. So if you become resumes for fashionistas on Saturday and Sunday after hours, you've completely nailed that niche. You don't have any competitors, so you can go even deeper than who and what and go into how, and also where. You could just target a certain area, so you can go deeper and deeper. That's all. Have a great full day.